gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They toss it left side to Peterson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw, it's Murray. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Peterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He finds his man. Complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, to the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's one heck of a third down conversion. A pickup of 39.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Rolling to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, he fakes a spike. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, DeAnthony Thomas. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Herbert's throw complete there to Thomas. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On play action, it's Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Herbert out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert, sliding out of the pocket, and this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
3rd and 2, Herbert rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 8 coming up. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Oh, he gets free left side. And this results in 6. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that... Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do? Put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Herbert operating from the red zone. He gets it to Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
That's right, baby.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Back to Brown, this time complete.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. To throw is Murray. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Troy Hill picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And that last drive, so effective in the... Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A great effort there. 81 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Murray to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Murray being chased out left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play draw. Oh, he fakes a spike. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Back to throw, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a gain of 14. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And he is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety, and the game is over. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kicks.